Henry Ruggs is probably going to prison. Just an awfully sad situation. I just want to say my condolences go to the family of the 23-year-old lady and her dog. It's just a terrible situation. It should have never happened. I feel bad for the lady that lost her life, innocent, just driving 3 a.m, minding her own business. And unfortunately, she lost her life. So just want to start off by saying, rest in peace. And my condolences go out to her family. But this should be a wake-up call. Like, it's a terrible way to go out. It's a terrible way to lose your career. People are calling it, just one mistake ruined Henry Ruggs' career. Obviously, the man is down right now. He's probably devastated. Like, who am I to just put him down even more? But it's an NFL topic, so we got to talk about it. Never drink and drive, you guys. It's not worth it. Call Uber. Call a friend. There's friends out there that really love you. I'm sure Henry Ruggs probably thought that he would have bothered Derek Carr if he called him, but we've all seen Derek Carr's interview saying, like, did I not do enough? Did I not, voice to Henry Ruggs that I would have been there for him? There's people out there that, they'll go out of their way to pick you up, to help you out. And it's just sad. It's sad. It's sad that, that lady lost her life. It's unfortunate for Henry Ruggs that, his career, 22 years old, very young, is over. Obviously, there's no other way around it. Like, people are talking about Dante Starworth and how he only got like 30 days. I think it's a whole different situation. First, Dante Starworth, RIP to that person too, but one of the reasons he got off on just 30 days is because the other person was jaywalking. So they it kind of took some of the blame away from Dante Starworth because, he shouldn't have been, drinking and driving, but the other person shouldn't have been jaywalking. So they used that, they leveraged that as a way to get Dante Starworth, less time. And then I think they settled with the family. Like, this situation is completely different. The lady, which I don't know her name, I'm sorry. And even if I did know, I don't know if the family would want just her name to be talked about everywhere. So I'm just going to, say the lady. She was just driving. Doing nothing wrong. She was just driving with her dog, going for a night stroll. And that was it. So yeah, Henry Ruggs has to, live with the consequences. And I think us as young people, sometimes we forget that, like, there's consequences to your actions. And when you do stuff, when you do like irrational stuff, when you just act impulsively, there's consequences that you gotta deal with. And Henry Ruggs, it looks like he's gonna really deal with them. He lost his career. He faces now up to 46 years in prison. I think the latest update that I heard. So, very, very awful situation. Just terrible. It could have easily been avoided on Henry Ruggs' part. Just, if you're gonna go drink, why even drive? Why take your vehicle? The NFL has a program where you could just call them and they'll pick you up. The girlfriend, she now has injuries too. I mean, obviously, like, people could have seen that he was drunk. I don't want to put the blame at wherever he was, but I used to work valet, so I know that if you see someone that's completely impaired, you don't give the keys back to them, because I don't know if he had valet, but as I'm pretty sure he did, just by the money that he has in Vegas. You don't give the keys to them. But, there's no one else to blame other than, Henry Ruggs. Don't want to put the blame on anybody else. It's Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs should have known better. Obviously, difficult situation. Like, you don't want to just keep harping on the guy, but he has to pay for his consequences. Just terrible situation. This is one of the problems with the NFL going to Vegas. People talked about it, is Vegas in of itself just brings this stuff to the forefront even more. Obviously, you could drink and drive anywhere, But being in Vegas, it's a whole different animal for young people, especially 22 years old. You just got money for the first time in your life. You just got out of poverty. You just got out of, low income neighborhood, low income situation. You're finally, have dough. You finally have that nice car. You finally have the nice girlfriend. You you could the world is at your hands. You live in Sin City. Like, it's tough, man. It's like the one of the reasons I don't want to, keep like just harping on Henry Ruggs is, I know better. I know better to not drink and drive, or especially if I'm at that level of toxicity, or like that level of alcohol in my blood content. And obviously, like I haven't even pushed 156. He was going 156 miles an hour. Like, uh, sometimes I'm going downhill on the freeway and I'm hitting 90. I'm like, whoa, calm down. How did that happen? Why am I going so fast? And you slow it down. So I can't even imagine how 156 goes. But like I said, I don't have that amount of money. Like, I don't have the world at my hands like he does. Like, I don't know what would have happened if, I would like to think that I have better judgment than that I would never do something like that. But 22 years old, millions of dollars in your pocket, like, we don't know. I mean, obviously, a lot of people would say, yeah, I know better than that. And I want to say I know better than that too, but you never know. 22 years old, world at your feet. But either way, I'm just talking right now. Henry Ruggs, he's gonna have to pay the consequences, and it's so sad for the lady that lost her life. The videos are pretty graphic. I saw one on Instagram. Like, the people around it were recording the car caught on fire, and people were recording, and there was nothing you could do because she's stuck inside, and the vehicle is completely engulfed. So hopefully this is a lesson to everyone, especially NFL players. Like, bro, like, you got all the money in the world. Just call Uber, call Lyft. There's no reason you should be doing this. And people all around the world, like, just be more conscious. Be more conscious of the consequences. Have a little humanity. And this comes on the morning of, the 8 fatalities that happened at Astroworld. Is crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. I can't even put my words into it. Like, going to a music festival and dying and stuff like that is just crazy what's going on. But this should have never happened. Just make better decisions. Call someone, call Uber. It's not worth it. Paying, I know Ubers are getting expensive right now, but it's way cheaper to pay a $50-$80 Uber than, to lose your life, lose your career, lose someone else's life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, you guys. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Don't drink and drive. You gotta do better. And NFL gotta do something, man. You gotta have more classes. You gotta have more awareness. You just gotta be more involved with your players, because it's been a rough few weeks for the NFL.